I am today in Taichung on the west coast of Taiwan and probably the world's bike manufacturing capital. I am here to visit the Cycling Culture Museum, a magnificent new building located right next to Giant's headquarters. Open since 2020, the 3 floors of the museum cover the evolution of bicycle and of Giant itself, established here more than 50 years ago. We will talk road, mountain and urban cycling, as well as morphology and technology. But even better, I get to have a private tour.
My name is Sherry, and welcome to Cycling Culture Museum.
The first section of the museum displays a history of the bicycle using many models. Before the invention of the chain, the only way to go fast was to spin a giant wheel. In 1880, the American George Pressey had the idea of swapping the front and rear wheel to offer greater stability. This modern-looking bike was invented 10 years later and, in reference to its position much closer to the ground, was called the safety bicycle.
Why we have this museum is because our founder King Liu, in the bike industry, we will see him as a god.
At the age of 38, King Liu founded Giant after trying his hand at several other businesses, including an eel farm. Over the years, Giant has grown from an anonymous manufacturer to the world's largest bicycle brand. Liu, however, didn't take up cycling until he was over 70. In 2007, he embarked for 15 days on a 927-kilometer ride around Taiwan's rugged coastline. He came back inspired. He lobbied for the extensive cycling route network Taiwan has today and helped create the bike-sharing system.
The cycling around Taiwan become a very popular event because people think an older guy like King Liu at 73 can finish cycling around Taiwan.
I can do it as well.
Yes.
More recent models are displayed to promote Giant's technical advances. In 1987, the Cadex was the first mass-produced carbon fiber bicycle. Then, in the mid-90s, the MCR design was so radical that it was banned by the UCI, which insisted on keeping the double diamond design. However, the prototype gave way to the TCR and its compact geometry. In 2008, Giant introduced Liv after the experience of the woman who's now chairperson of Giant Group. After an uncomfortable bike ride dressed in men's clothes and on a bike designed for men, she decided to start another brand, this one completely focused on the female market.
Marketing, design, R&D, everything is for female. Females apparel, females bicycle, females geometry. Here is we talk about how bicycle can keep balance.
This room is completely about the cycling science and was absolutely my favorite. Here we learn about the air resistance, the gyroscopic effect,
Can you feel the difference?
Yeah. And the science behind tubing and carbon fiber.
The bending in tubing, and after that we will use the press.
It's very essential to control the quality of the raw material. So we also have our aluminum tubing factory and carbon factory.
Giant manufactures its own carbon fabrics by weaving carbon yarns. They use no fewer than 60 different weave designs. A road bike requires 200 to 300 pieces of carbon composite fibers to form a frame. For a mountain bike, that number is 400 to 500 pieces. So if you compare to other big companies, do they have the vertical integration like that?
Very unusual. Normally they don't. Giant is original from the manufacturer. So we are very expertise, I would say.
And how about the other big brands?
Maybe they used to have factory, but they gave up.
Next up is a fun section on mountain bike. Another one where we stand next to pro riders and a machine that officially confirms how weak I am. pretty bad. 25%. In the end, we turn to the future by talking about e-bikes and urban mobility. As well as its own bikes, Giant designs and manufactures U-bikes. The orange or yellow self-service bicycles that can be seen in most of the country's major cities.
For the first generation, you have to do like this.
And that's how you adjust the saddle. That's super easy.
And also, we do have the QR code.
I really enjoyed my visit. Here you will find a mix of history, animation, science and technology all around the bicycle, in Taiwan and across the world. If you find yourself in Taichung, make sure to reserve at least half a day for the beautiful Cycling Culture Museum.